All right, we're about to take these peas, take these lentils, put them together, and make a super meal. You ready? Bam! Oh, that's delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving right now. I know it's not good to shop when you're hungry, but here we are, we're just gonna do it. So what I really like about this recipe is that everything in it's it's easy to make. It's healthy for you, it's vegan and it's gluten-free. You can alter it however you want, add whatever you want to it, add a ton of vegetables. It's high in vitamins, it's got a lot of protein to it. It is also high in carbs, but the fiber helps kind of counter that. And also, this is dirt cheap. All together here with everything we're getting with the mushrooms, the bell peppers, the tomatoes, everything's gonna come out to be less than $7 total. And it's gonna make you about 9 cups, which means you get 4 or 5 full servings out of this. So you're pretty much set up with lunch for the entire week. It ends up being about $1 per meal. This is not only a healthy alternative to fast food, but it's also gonna save you money. Lower salt. Do one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So the first step in any of this is to wash your hands, because it's nasty. Yes, I'm that guy. Also, wash this. Wash your vegetables. Just clean everything. Alright, so for the longest time, healthy eating was kind of it was a foreign topic to me. I thought the only people who ate healthy were people who had enough money to go out and buy health foods. Everything was just too expensive, you couldn't get it. But, you know, as I went through college and everything and kind of just couch surfing, meeting different people, different concepts, I started to learn that you can still make budget healthy meals. You can still get a ton of vitamins, ton of protein, and not spend a ton of money. This particular meal, there was a guy that used to go to the same gym that I was at. We went to the same campus gym. And he was a big guy. Dude ate a ton of food, came in there and just, lifting 500 pounds every day, just big guy. And he did not have a wallet to match his size. So his thing was lentils and peas. That was his biggest thing because the dried split peas and lentils had so much protein, had so much fiber, water, vitamins to it. With the zucchini here, all I was doing is splitting it again, and then kind of cutting these little half moons into it. This just makes it cook a little faster. And I like mine to come out just a little softer as opposed to having crunch to it. So really it's just preference. Bigger slices, you get more crunch to it. Thinner slices, everything gets a little softer. So this guy in the gym, his whole thing was dried split peas and lentils, which was fine. I mean, it was definitely not the most, not the fanciest meal, but it got the job done. It was cheap, tons of vitamins in it, and that was where I picked up the recipe. And then later, here in Austin, perfected it with my old roommate, Ed, which you guys might remember from Phoenix Recoil, and he used to play bass with me in Strings of Atlas. And he introduced me to vegetables like this, like the zucchini, stuff that I had never really cooked when I was younger. Everything I did was just potatoes, macaroni, hamburger helper, that sort of thing. Kind of started to learn about new vegetables, new things to try out, new ways to cook them, and all the health benefits that kind of came with it. So with the tomatoes, I like to kind of do the same thing. Get them into smaller slices, just makes everything kind of uniform. If you're on a bit of a time crunch, you can always go with canned tomatoes too. The fire roasted are really good. Anything that has like garlic already added to it, because we will be adding a little bit of garlic to this, which was not necessarily in the original recipe, but it just makes lentils taste better. So you could definitely go with the canned option. If you do, just look at the sodium content. You know, because of the nature of canning, it tends to be a lot higher in sodium. So look for the lowest sodium or no sodium that you can, because honestly, if you like salt, you can always add it to it, but you can't take it away. And honestly, these scraps, they're gonna go in the sink for now, but they're gonna go into a compost pile later, which is also a new thing I'm learning about. So we're just gonna, I'll come back and get that later, it's all good. Let's see, slide these. Supposedly, these little lobes in the bottom kind of dictate the sweetness of a pepper. 3 tends to be a sweeter one that's supposed to be, better for eating raw, and then 4 is one with less seeds, but better for cooking. I've also read the exact opposite, so who knows? Google it, all right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let this come to a boil, and then we'll grab our peas and lentils, throw them in. Let's add our rinsed peas and lentils. Give this a little stir with the old knife here. Because I did not grab a spoon. Also because stirring your food with a knife is metal. Metal. So if you notice, a lot of times I kind of actually just eyeball the water. I don't really measure it as much. If you got about a ½ inch to an inch of water over peas and lentils, you're good to go. If it's a little less than that and you're seeing it kind of mound out of here, add water to it, because otherwise it's gonna be just crusty. All right, so we're gonna throw this lid on, bring it to a boil, and as it does, you don't want to boil too much because it's gonna start coming out the sides of it here. So bring it to a boil and then drop it to a simmer. Yeah, you get like a low to medium. Boil for probably about 10-15 minutes. And add our beans, add all our veggies, and let them sit for another 45. Yeah. All right, looks like the peas and lentils are just about ready, so we're gonna go ahead, wipe down this can, and add our beans to it. All right, so I'm actually gonna drain just a little bit of the water off of this. It's a bit too soupy for us, so. Watch those edges, because that's sharp. I think you can handle it. Alright, get everything nice and stirred up in there. I've still got a little bit of water on it, which is exactly what we want. Alright, now let's add our veggies in. Alright, so this is definitely gonna be, pot's gonna be very full at first, but all of this should boil down, and as it all kind of comes together, it's gonna turn into one nice, colorful little stew for us. Let it sit in here, let it simmer for about 40-45 minutes. Just check it in between, give it a little stir every now and then, and you'll notice the vegetables will start to kind of wilt into the food and mix everything together. And if you want to add a little more garlic, that's cool, do that. If you smell what the rice is cooking. Know that song? No? You know, into it? Maybe I'm just more of a Mumford and Sons fan. And now, with plates wide open, feed me some food now today. With plates wide open. Believe in a better world. And then wash your hands again. Everything's starting to look pretty good. Alright, so that means that our food is done. Let's see what we got. Also, that's a little bit warm. Oven mitts, probably a good idea. Alright, everything's settled pretty well. There you have it. That is lentil and dried split pea stew. So, if you want to customize this meal, you can always toast up your favorite wheat bread, dip it, kind of stretch out your meals a little bit, And if you want to add a meat protein to it, I would suggest adding like a smoky bacon to it, because the smoke kind of permeates in the stew itself and gives it a really nice flavor. But as the meal stands right now, it is both gluten-free and vegan. If you guys got any questions or anything, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I can always do more videos on other budget-friendly meals for you. Vegan chili I can do as an oatmeal blend. So let me know. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe to it. I appreciate it. I'm starving. I'm gonna go ahead and eat, but catch y'all next time. This is really good, by the way. Now, if you want some of this, you just make a little extra for you real quick if you want. We got peas. We got peas. We got lentils. Superfoods. We got peas and lentils. We're gonna put them together and make a super meal. Bam! I'm just gonna leave it in just like that.